breaking news. Man, 40 years old, set on fire, shot at after he was found in bed with an 18-year-old young woman by her mother and her mother's boyfriend. Sit back, listen to this play out. I got a lot of questions that I want y'all to help me figure out, and we're going to put it in the comments. If you subscribed, hit the notification bell. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's get this thing started. All right. Mecca audio. Mecca audio. Mecca audio. Now, we're going to begin. This unique Mecca audio, man. They got this crazy story that went on that I want y'all to check out with me and put in the comments. If you got any other crazy stories or things you want me to talk about, you see on social media, send it to the number on the screen, 917-680-9091. Let's get this thing popping. All right.
In Overbrook, where a man was set on fire. Neighbors also heard gunshots. Tonight, 2 people are in custody. Our Steve Keeley has the details from his police sources.
A couple pops. Then after that, followed up by screaming.
Neighbors heard gunfire, then screamed for help from the first floor apartment in this newer building here on Lansdowne Avenue this morning. Then seconds later, saw a man run out and into the street on fire. Was he on fire?
We seen him on the corner on fire. His shirt was on fire.
And as the man ran out on fire into the street screaming, drivers here on Lansdowne Avenue at 10:30 this morning stopped and got out to help. What were they doing to save his life?
They jumped out of the car and poured water on him.
And what was he doing, screaming?
Yes, somebody help me, somebody help me.
Philadelphia police sources tell me the 40-year-old man set on fire was in bed with an 18-year-old woman when the woman's mother and her boyfriend came home to the apartment. And the 38-year-old man fired shots at the other man. Then the 35-year-old mother of the 18-year-old poured some flammable liquid on him and set him on fire, sources say. He then ran outside on fire. Both the police and fire departments responded here to those calling 911, rushing the man with burns to Jefferson Hospital in critical condition. So tonight, both that boyfriend and his girlfriend, the girl's mother, are in custody here at police headquarters, awaiting some serious felony charges. And sources say police are recommending that the district attorney charge them both with attempted murder, aggravated assault, and a slew of weapons charges. And Sheba, Jason, as stunning and shocking as that incident is already what we know, the neighbors that we met in that building tell us it was just the latest incident and nothing but trouble coming from that woman's first floor apartment.
All right, so that's what it is, man. You know, we got a young girl, 18 years old, hooked up with an older dude. You understand what I'm saying? And the mother and the boyfriend come home and catch their 18-year-old daughter in the bed with a 40-year-old man. Now, let's put ourselves in all these different scenarios. Let's ride. If you're the mother or the father of this 18-year-old girl and you come home and you catch a spread eagle on the bed with a 40-year-old man doing a nasty under your roof, put it in the comments what you would do or what you wouldn't do. Because remember, now they're facing serious charges, serious felony charges behind this. So we're not promoting anything, we're just discussing this so we can see how we go. Now, what would you do if you come home and catch your 18-year-old daughter in bed with a 40-year-old man? But it's in your house, so obviously she's let him in, obviously she's of age, and obviously she consented. But how would you handle that situation? That's all I want to know. How would you handle that situation? Now, let's put yourself in the mother's boyfriend's shoes. Now, you go with your girl, you understand? And you go to her house, y'all just had a good date out, you walk in, and you see her daughter doing the nasty with a 40-year-old man. But it's not your child, it's her child. But that's your woman. How would you handle that, and what would you have done? Because he pulled this joint out and fired shots at him. You understand? Then she grabbed flammable liquid and poured it on top of him. When she poured that flammable liquid on top of him, they done set him on fire and he ran out the house. Do you think they was right or wrong for reacting in the manner that they did? And do you think that the law should charge them for that or not? But let's ride into the law. See, they got a defense, right? Yeah, I studied a lot of law. When I was in jail, I had to fight my way out. They had a defense called crime of passion. And they had another one called temporary insanity. Meaning the mother could say, I came in, I saw my daughter getting tossed up by a pretzel by this old, scraggly faced 40-year-old man looking like he was 50, and I just panicked and I threw flammable liquid on him. But then they gonna ask, yo, what's your reason for busting a gun? What's your defense? But I love a dog. That's my girl's daughter, so I gotta protect my girl's daughter because I love a dog. Remember that? But I love a dog. But love a dog is when your girl ain't crap, but you still sit there and you tell your homies when they try and have an intervention. But I love a dog. You know what I mean? But he's screwing everybody in the neighborhood. But I love a dog. They got videotapes with it out. But I love a dog. She's on OnlyFans. But I love a dog. That's about I love a dog. So can the boyfriend of the 18-year-old girl's mother say, but I love a dog, and it was in the heat of being in love? They don't have a law that I know of for that. So if y'all know that, you put it in the comment. But you tell me where this go from here. So how would you feel, right? Let me run this back to you so you understand. A man 40 years old got set on fire and shot at after he was found in bed with a young girl 18 years old, says the police. Now, a gruesome scene in Overbrook where a man was set on fire. Neighbors also heard gunshots. Tonight, 2 people are in custody. A couple of they said they heard. Then after that, followed up with a screaming neighbor. Said she heard gunfire. Now, then screams, right? Then screams for help came from the first floor apartment in this newer building on Lansum Avenue this morning. Now, then seconds later, saw a man run out into the street on fire. What would you do if you see a man running out into the street on fire? Be honest. Would you just walk past him and say, oh, I don't want to get burnt. I don't know what he got into. I don't know what he did to deserve that. Because you might put him out and then you find out he was in there doing something with an underage young lady. You know what I mean? And then you feel bad that you put him out. So what would you do if you see a man come running out on fire? You going to ask him, what did you do? Or you're just going to put him out? Or you're just going to ignore it and keep going, right? So he goes, yes. So they say, was they screaming, right? That's the question, right? Okay. What they were doing to save the man's life, right? They jumped out of their cars, screeching to a halt, jumped out the car. You understand what I'm saying? And poured water on him. How much water they had in the car? 8-ounce bottles, or did they have gallons? But they poured water on him, to put him out, Now, they said, what was he doing? They said, yeah, we heard screaming. Somebody was yelling, help me. Somebody help me. Philadelphia, this is where this happened at. Philadelphia police sources state that the 40-year-old man set on fire was in bed with an 18-year-old woman when the woman's mother and her boyfriend came home to the apartment, and the 30-year-old boyfriend of the woman fired, shots at this dude. Just so you understand, right? Then the 35-year-old man, the 35-year-old mother, right? 35-year-old mother of the 18-year-old poured some flammable liquid on dude, set him on fire. Sources say he then ran outside on fire. Both the police and fire department responded here to the scene from the 911 call, rushing the man with burns to Jefferson Hospital out there in Philly in critical condition. Now, so tonight, so you understand, Both the boyfriend and his girlfriend, the girl's mother, are in custody at police headquarters awaiting some serious felony charges. And sources say police are recommending that the district attorney charge them both with attempted murder for trying to kill the man that was in bed with their 18-year-old daughter and daughter of his 38-year-old, 35-year-old lover. You know what I mean? What do y'all have to say about this? Do you think this could have been prevented? How would you handle this situation? Where do you think the breakdown in our community came when a young girl feels like she could bring a man, period, or a 40-year-old man to the house? You know what I mean? That's like the norm now. But where do a 40-year-old man get off going to an 18-year-old girl's house to do the nasty when she's of age to consent? But don't you think he should have went and got a hotel room? Y'all put in the comments. If he would have gotten a hotel room, none of this wouldn't have happened. That's what you get for trying to save $1. Now you got capped. Where do we go from there? What is going on in our community? We have to come together and work this out so that we can enlighten our people, old, young, male, female, nieces, nephews, aunts, uncles, everything, that we have to teach the babies right from wrong. Someone should have taught that young lady, don't bring no man in this house. I'm sure her mother told her, but she should have respected enough not to bring a man in the house, you know what I mean, when she's not even paying rent 9 times out of 10. I had to say 9 out of 10 because but so what do you think about this story? I want y'all to put it there. If you got any other stories like this that you like, please send it to me and we could, air it and put your name and your Instagram or your brand if you want me to say, well, I got the story, and you all have been adopted to be my correspondent for my newscast that I'm getting ready to start. All right? So sit back, enjoy the ride. Make sure you cop the book, Aurora in Harlem, at aurorainharlem.com if you didn't. Cash App is on the screen. Unique Mecca Hall at $. And make sure you hit the logo, and it says it was created in 2020. And the phone number to send those correspondent responses to is 917-680-9091. Send whatever links you have to whatever programs you want to show to 917, the number's coming up, to 917-680-9091. Now, I'm waiting on the number to come up before I tap off. Until then, if you subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the notification bell. But either way, hit that notification bell. Let's get this thing popping. If you got any news that you want to be told, send it to the number on the screen, 917-680-9091. I thank you and I appreciate you for everything. And keep up the good work, and let's keep our community clean and safe. All right?
Cheers, cheers, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions is a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in all. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you can go and visit. Then you can consider yourself linked in. Sit front row and get juice from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. Did not pay attention, would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block. Did his time, never swill until the cops make an audio. Yeah, now you tryna stop the kids from being